Good morning, Haps. Good morning, Haps. With a picture? Oh, there it is. It's getting squared away. Good morning, Haps. Richard Roberts here on the Haps, broadcasting on the Haps this morning on this February 24th, 2021. Current time is 05:37 a.m. Eastern Time. Here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside, folks. How we all doing? And yes, I do have the morning coffee. And we have multicasting 2 started and 4 running. We're going to be checking those here in a little bit. But hello from the southern tier of New York, and good morning to all in Tioga County, as well as here on Haps. And it's the southern tier of upstate New York. Broadcast on Haps and have fun. Live life and have fun, folks. That's what I'm saying. Positive start to the day. PSTTD. Okay, on both of those. Trying to get back into the swing of it because this is my last day of being off from the day job. I go back tomorrow, so I got to make sure I get up. We have 10 on the eyeball already. Thank you very much. I got to get a clapping thing hooked up to this, a clapping. But thank you very much. 10 on the eyeball this morning as we get our morning started here. A positive start today. Got a couple news articles. And one's COVID related, but it's a positive one as far as dread and deadly as this virus can be. We have a little bit more light at the end of the tunnel. And I got some news yesterday on my scheduled doctor's appointment that I had yesterday. An annual appointment I have to attend and gave me some good information concerning on COVID. Hello, Randy. Randy, where? Okay, you're here on Haps, I guess, right? Haps. Oh yeah, okay, you're on Haps. I wanted to see where you're coming in from, your icon. Good morning. I caught your broadcast. Your drive into work this morning. Everybody follow Randy Horton. He gives, and I love the gentleman that makes your coffee. He has a good dance. I mean, I'm trying to simulate that here as my morning wake up with my coffee, but I have to. Actually, the missus, she preps the coffee beforehand. All I do is push the button, and then I have to pour it in the cup. So I got the morning coffee going here, folks. And Randy had his coffee going there. I hope you had a good meeting there with your partner, Michael, there. I love the story about Earl pushing everything I didn't think. Oh, my God. Cats, you just got to love them. I got 6 of them here. Well, where's Jack? Jack's over there. I'll fix this rug. And the other ones are out of the way because they know I'm protecting Jack. You gotta love him. Another broadcaster there. Well, let's see, the morning weather here. Let's get that out of the way. It's about 25, 28 degrees Fahrenheit here in the southern tier of upstate New York currently. We did get a little snow, but not as much as the day before. Not enough to go out there and shovel or snow throw. This morning, the sun will be rising at 06:49 a.m., which is in about another hour and 9 minutes. It will be rising, and we'll be setting at 5:50 p.m. Eastern time here. And the moon is going to be rising at 2:47 p.m. and setting at tomorrow morning at 5:29 a.m. Yes, sir. Hello from Twitch. Okay, there's Randy over on the Twitch. Thank you, sir. I go back and reread my comments and give the thumbs up. I got too much going here to go there, but I do recognize the comments. There's 16 on the eyeball. I know Randy's here coming in from the Twitch side, listening to my babble. And I talk about the moon because last night I was watching a broadcast from our friend Stephen the PEM, and he had the moon going on his telescope. Oh, where is it? It's over here. He has one of these that he did a broadcast, and that's the reason I bought that was because of Steven. Steven is a good guy. Follow him. He was showing some, and he's going to be upgrading. I can't do that yet. Keyword. Because it's a couple bucks for these telescopes. And but he was showing the moon last night. So go to his broadcast, Steven the PEM, and look at the moon from last night and howl. Oh, Wolfman Jack, where are you? We remember you, man. But he was given some great pictures, the small window that he had. It's interesting because a lot of things he was doing, I had done as far as, but he didn't have the cold. I did one the Saturday night as far as his came in a lot clearer. I am working on that. I'm going to be working on that. It's a step-by-step procedure, just like here at HAPS. On HAPS, I guess there was an update this morning. And how's my sound on the... Okay, it's I'm an Android user, so my sound is good. I usually monitor it on my LG Stylo 5 Android. It's a track phone. I've been a track phone user for a number of years, pay as you go, and my monthly payment, believe it or not, is about $8 to $10 a month for this baby. I'm not constantly on it. It's a leash, I call it, because the wife can get a hold of me. My young adult kids can get a hold of me, and certain people. But hello from Periscope. Okay, Randy. Yeah, I'm broadcasting for Periscope. So how's it look over there? This is the first time I'm broadcasting from over to Periscope today. So, but you can see I also got the American flag on the back. Yes. But they had an Android update, HAPS did, and I can't see any difference. I know Randy is an Android user, but he also has iOS. He's got the bucks that he can go both ways. I did not notice any update. Maybe when I broadcast, I don't know. But as far as viewing, it's still the same view as far as that goes. So let's see. And after... So the moon is watching when it rises. And early this morning, I guess I got up when I was, it was about maybe 2, 3 o'clock. I get up at one time during the course of the night. All's good. Good. Thank you, Randy. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that input as far as, oh, you're over on YouTube. Okay. He's all over the place. He's all over the world. Randy, we love him. We love him, man. Great guy, great inspiration. Just like Steven, the PEM, as far as being able to broadcast now. And we got to get people that do the sunrises or sunsets and sunrises. Well, Steven's the first. Okay, I'm not taking. Steven was the first to do a moon broadcast here on HAPS. Okay, so I'm just following his lead. Okay, he's a little bit more knowledgeable than me, I would have to say too. But I'm learning, which is good. We're always learning. So it's important to know when the moon comes up. But this morning, after I got done watching Randy's broadcast, driving into the day job as his job, which we greatly appreciate, Randy. Those are interesting. And Randy is back here on HAPS now. He's all over the place. He's all over. I love it. I love it. I love this technology. But I could have done the moon. The moon was setting, but there's a big tree out here that it would have, once I started, it would have got in there, and that would have, you need a clear view. So just seeing a clear sky this morning, that's encouraging. So maybe tonight, or, I got a 2-day week tomorrow and Friday, and then I'm off for the weekend. So we'll see what the weekends. Steven says in his neck of the woods, he's up there in Canada. I think he's outside Toronto, that he'll be having clear skies this weekend. So we could see broadcasts from him. And let's see, one of the other things I like bringing to the broadcast this morning is our thought for the day to help increase, the coffee gets you jiving and moving and stuff, the music and the good vibes there. But a good thought for the day to give you something to think about is always good to have. And I like doing that. And it gives you something to think about as far as that goes. So this one comes from a gentleman named Henry James. Henry James. It's a short one like we had yesterday with Mother Teresa. And when's it going to come up here? let's see, there's definitely no improvement on the broadcast studio here, perhaps, because there it is. There's a little delay. Excellence does not require perfection. So if you want to be an excellent person, to be perfect, you don't have to be a perfection. It's okay. You can still have excellence. Excellence does not require perfectionists. And that's from, what would I say? Henry James. Henry James, and I believe the missus is waking up here. I can hear Henry James, the son of the religious philosopher Henry James Sr. and brother of the psychologist and philosopher William James, published many important novels. He was born here in New York as well. He was born here in New York back in 1843, actually down there in New York City, and he passed away over there in Chelsea, London in the UK. But he was an American. He was regarded as a key transitional figure between literature realism and literature modernism, and considered by many to be among the greatest novelists in the English language. And that's Henry James. So that's pretty cool there as far as that goes. I don't remember him as an author. You got to pronounce that right. Recognizing 17 on the eyeball. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very good. So what are we at? We're about 14 minutes into the broadcast here. That's good. We're doing good. Like I said, I got to try and get back into a routine here as far as getting these broadcasts in early in the course of the day. So my time slot that I shoot for is right around 5:30 to 6 o'clock, because it gives me time afterwards to do some other side things before getting ready for the day job. But today I'm off, but I do have a dental appointment at 8 o'clock. So it's good practice. So I had a scheduled doctor's appointment yesterday, and I had which went very well. And I have a scheduled dental appointment today at 8 o'clock. So, and I think on all those appointments throughout this year, we just found out that we do have sick time now where I work at. So we didn't, because sort of like I'm in that contractor status, I guess you could say. But which is good. It pays. It's keeps me gainfully employed, I guess. You could say it helps pay the bills, but I'm gainfully employed. I'm a retired United States Air Force firefighter. If you're just watching for this first time, and if you're watching this on a replay, thank you very much, as well as the people here. But our interesting good story comes from our neighboring county here. I live in Tioga County, and to the east is Broome County. And I like this because Binghamton University is up there in the Triple Cities areas, as we call it, around the city of Binghamton. And a lot of sporting events go on in Binghamton. They have the Rumble Ponies, which is a triple A baseball team that will be starting here soon. They're affiliated with the New York Mets. There's there's a hockey team. I'm not into hockey. I'm gonna think of it. What the hell is their names? I can't think of the names. It used to be the Broome Dusters back in the day, and then the Whalers, and then they moved to Hartford. What the hell is it now? I don't know. I don't go to hockey. Sorry. And then we have Binghamton University, where you have the men's basketball team there is involved in the NCAA. They've gone to the tournament once in a number of years and stuff. They always get beat out by Albany or something like that, but they're a pretty big university there, and quite a few people. You know, Flo, who does the Progressive insurance commercials, she graduated at Binghamton University, and she's making the big bucks now in those commercials. But this article is relating to the sporting events, I guess I'm getting to, because spectators are now allowed at Broome, in Broome County, high-risk sporting events. So you can go to sporting events now, but there's limitations. You could see that the NFL, they were allowing people back in. They don't have the 70 some thousand crowds. I think some of them went from 20, if there was 70, 80,000 in a stadium, I guess they cut that back to like 25 to 30,000, 35,000. But in Broome County school officials are being given the option of permitting spectators at the so-called high-risk sporting competitions. County Executive James Garner yesterday announced the decision to allow spectators to attend events that had been off limits because of COVID-19 pandemic. New York State has permitted the resumption of high-risk sports since February 1st, if local health officials give their approval. So there is some restrictions. Initially, Broome County allowed the events to resume with no spectators, but Mr. Garner said spectators now will be permitted subject to some restrictions. School district or recreation leagues must have included in their plan how they will comply with state guidelines. So New York State has put out guidelines. So this could happen here in my county in Tioga. No more than 2 spectators per home student athlete will be allowed. So that's for the high school, school sports there. Plans must include an enforcement protocol for social distancing among spectators. That's common sense right there. Individual school districts will be able to decide whether to allow spectators at their event. And you'll say, well, how's this good news? It's good news because it's moving in a direction we're getting back to normalcy, which is what I want to see, what I'd like to see. And that's good as far as we see that on sporting events there. This past Super Bowl, there was spectators, so that's good. We still have to wear the mask. We still have to social distance. We got to be within our bubble and make sure we wash our hands and all that. So it's moving forward towards the light of the end of the tunnel. As I said, it was getting, vaccines. Now vaccines are it's getting a little bigger, and it's getting bigger. So it's going to still take a while. Okay, we have to be patient, just like we have to be patient with HAPS, with being beta. So my tie-in yesterday, I found out yesterday through my medical appointment that I qualified to get my COVID vaccination. So I've got to be scheduling that. I could schedule that at my health facility that I went to yesterday, which is good news, which I didn't know. I'm in a category that allows me to get that. And I got the information from Walgreens, but my nurse practitioner that I was talking to yesterday, she said, "No, Rich, you right here. It's in your chart. You can come right in and schedule it first. Here's the phone number and schedule it." So I'll be working on that. So I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get sick until like mid-summer or end of summer. So it's gonna be sooner and stuff. So we'll be looking at that. Looking good here from HAPS on the new Android update. Oh, okay. There's some input. Okay, looking good. So you're watching this in Android. Is it full pictures or what? Because I'm on my Android and this is what I see. I just see, I don't see any change. It's a little bit more responsive and stuff. So, but very good. Okay, that's good input. So somebody gave you a as far as that goes. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate that. So I'll be keeping you updated on my journey to get my COVID shot, because I know when I get it, I'm going to make sure I got the sick time. I'm going to be using a day of sick time the next day, because there's a lot of people, not a lot of people, but it's almost like it's 50-50, or depending on what your health is at and stuff, that what type of reaction you have after the second one. Now I'm hearing some things that people have a reaction after the first one. Oh, your arm hurt, but your arm's going to hurt anyway from getting the flu shot or something like that, which I haven't done, knock on wood. I really don't see a need for that, but I do see a need for COVID. It warrants that. Let's see what we're doing on time. 22 minutes. We got time for this last one, which on my timeline here on HAPS, I posted a YouTube video that I posted up over on my YouTube channel and posted it out on Twitter and all those other fine social networks here on this thing called the internet. YouTube that, well, let me just say it. A pilot report seen a cylindrical object 36,000 feet in the air. And that happened Sunday. And American Airlines Airbus A302 flight 2292 had a strange encounter occurring at 36,000 feet at approximately 1:19 Central Standard Time on Sunday, February 21st, 2021, during a flight between Cincinnati and Phoenix. The mysterious incident reported by an American Airlines pilot during the flight, informing that their flight came across and encountered with a fast-moving cylindrical object over the New Mexico sky. American Airlines Flight 2292 was said to be traveling at about 400 to 460 miles per hour at the time of the incident, and also aircraft landed safely in Phoenix without any further incident. But there's actual audio, and here's the audio.
Have any targets up here? We just had something go right over the top of us that, I hate to say this, looked like a long cylindrical object that almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing moving really fast that went right over the top of us. Have any targets up here? We just had something go right over the top of us that, I hate to say this, looked like a long cylindrical object that almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing moving really fast that went right over the top of us.
So there you have it. They didn't say the word, they did not say the term UFO, but it was unidentified. I usually associate UFO with flying saucers and aliens and, ancient aliens and all that. But this guy sort of gave it a military twist, like a cruise missile. So evidently he knows what a cruise missile looks like, but it's cylindrical. First thing I'm coming to mind is, like candy, Good and Plenty, how the candy, it's a shell, it's cylindrical, rounded on the edges. Probably one of those Elon Musk satellites. No, I think they're a little higher, Randy. Those are about 300 plus miles up in the sky. This was at 30, well, I think it was about 1,000 foot up that they had a visual on it. And, but what comes to mind, and I believe in the theory that there's aliens among us. There's good data there that indicates it, but there's no concrete proof. I also believe that we did land on the moon, and there's people that don't. But anyway, the cylindrical shape. When he said that, all that came to mind was, I think it was a year or so. It's been a year probably that the U.S. Navy released some videotape of what they were chasing. And I think it's the Navy and even the Air Force pilots have referred to this type of object as a Tic Tac. So I think this was a Tic Tac sighting. And I do believe this isn't alien nature, because I don't think the aliens are that stupid to be farting around, messing around. We're just, I guess I look at aliens that are super intelligent, more intelligent than we are, to where they've been staying in the background, observing us. We're like the ants on the sidewalk that, as a kid, we would watch. And so I just found that interesting that I wanted to post that up because everybody was fixated yesterday, I guess, of Tiger Woods. That's the other news item. We will hope Tiger Woods is doing good. He got in a car accident. I guess he had some surgery, and they had to use the jaws of life to remove him from his car that got out of control, and he rolled over a couple times, trapping him. And I have used the jaws of life personally when I was in the Air Force fire department, as well as a civilian volunteer firefighter before I went into service, and even after. I've used the jaws of life. Great tool to have, and they probably got them out there real quickly to have that on hand. It's a standard tool. but when it first came in, the fire service, it was like just mind-boggling as far as what you could do with it. And so we wished Tiger Woods the best and speedy recovery and stuff like that. But I was looking at that news, and I saw over on the side a little blip about our cylindrical object moving at a fast pace. And that's sort of like I'm going this way, and it's like, oh, squirrel. I went over here, and I just fascinated because it's interesting and strange as far as that goes. So do I believe there is intelligent life on other planets? There has to be. We're not that special. Well, we are special in our own way as far as that goes. But as far as the rest of the galaxy and universe, what's bigger, universe or galaxy? Probably universe. I don't know. I have to look. It's just huge out. It's just, the world is big, even though I called it a small blue marble. The world is big. And as far as that goes. And what do I got? I got some notifications here. Oh, mobile. Okay. And how are we doing on our sound? Let me check our sound real quick. Okay. I like checking the sound just to make sure. That makes a good broadcaster. Good broadcaster always checks and, have people backing them up like Randy checking He's all over. Thank you, Randy. I've seen the YouTube logo, the Periscope logo, the Twitch logo. You're all over the place there. So I will check. I'll be checking those because I'm starting to have faith that I don't need to check them and stuff like that. But I did. Today is the first time I'm trying to. Well, I haven't broadcast on Periscope probably since last year sometime, and Periscope's going away. So HAPS is starting to move in the right direction, just like they are over in Broome County, allowing spectators at sporting events. HAPS is moving along with some improvements, and it only can get better. I don't see it getting any worse, but it can only get better. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and finish my coffee here. Maybe have another cup before I have to get ready for my dental appointment, which I'm looking forward to. I switched dentists last fall because the dentist I was going to, he retired. He was the retired Navy captain. I love the military dentist. I had to go get a couple root canals done up in Syracuse. Was referred, and that was an Army colonel retired dentist that did that work. So his interest, but he retired, Dr. Z, I call him. And so we went to this other place that's up in the Broome County area. Very good dentist outfit. The people are very positive. You don't even feel like you're in the dentist's office, I guess. So I'm looking. Can one actually look forward to going to see it's just a cleaning today. So, but I always enjoy it. I've had some work. I had to have a cap done first thing out of the gate there, and they were spectacular. So it's always good to have a good dentist. Just remember that. All right, folks, you all have a great one. Thank you, Randy, for being in the audience, in the chat. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the views, for everybody that was here. Thank you for the replay, if you're on the replay. And we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. And you all have a great one, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Richard Roberts here on the HAPS, at Fireman Rich over there on Twitter. You all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace.